You know, I bet whoever pioneered the wagon-based caravan business hundreds and hundreds of years ago must have been rolling in their graves when the first locomotives were invented and made them obsolete. Well, look who's laughing now. And all it took was a global nuclear war that nearly brought us back to the Stone Age. I hope they have champagne wherever those guys are right now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I know it's a stupid thought, but I'm pretty sure you're not gonna offer me champagne for my recent successes, even though I know I just made your life a hell of a lot easier. For a start, that Jameson kid shouldn't be a problem anymore for the time being. Feel free to let me know when that's no longer the case, by the way. I have more permanent solutions in mind.
Yes, I understand that he's decided to quit outright and not even ask for compensation. I'm a bit curious what exactly you said to him. Then again, perhaps I'd rather not know. Thank you all the same. I'm very happy to be rid of that man.
Well, I'd rather not tell you exactly what I said to him. Just imagine something incredibly clever and witty and times that by 10. As far as you're concerned, that's more or less what I said. Same goes for the deal with Cassidy Caravans. Here's the paperwork. That's all it took, really, just me and my incredibly charming personality. No alcohol was involved. No ma'am.
Very good. On occasion, it's proven to be more profitable in the long run to simply buy out the competition. And this is one of those occasions.
Oh yeah, you definitely made the right choice there. Do me a favor and check up on the details after I leave. Trust me, it'll be better for everyone's health. Now, unless you have something else worth my time, I'd rather not keep my new friend waiting outside for too long. She gets fidgety with her knife, if you know what I mean.
Something has actually come up. A prospector recently came through here and spent a lot of caps on supplies. Closer inspection of these caps has revealed them to be brand new. This is a problem. The most likely source of these new caps is the old sarsaparilla bottling plant. Go there, locate the bottle cap press, and disable it.
Okay, I admit it. That's not the kind of job I imagined you would have. What's your problem? Those things are antiques nowadays. I'm pretty sure destroying something that rare would be considered a crime. What if we decide to make new piss-flavored soft drinks and needed a bottle cap press? You haven't thought about that, have you?
People have been counterfeiting bottle caps forever, but it's always been small scale. A bottle cap press is a whole other threat. We can't have anyone devaluing our currency by mass-producing new bottle caps.
Of course not, especially when those new bottle caps will be outside your control. Well, I sure hope you guys have your own press somewhere. The way I've seen those bottle caps get handled, we'll be dealing in bits of caps before long.
Certainly. Bottle caps do wear out or get damaged. Some people even insist on using bottle caps in explosive devices for some reason. We make it a point to scour pre-war bottling plants and recover or disable the bottle cap presses. Seems we missed one.
Are you serious? You somehow missed a press in one of the most obvious facilities in the wasteland. That's like saying you missed an airplane in McCarran. Joking aside, those presses can't be small either. You underpaid your inspectors, didn't you? And how do you even know if a cap is genuine? Surely they could just rough up the new ones.
Lots of little things. The paint on the label, the machining, the type of metal it's made from. I know there's counterfeit caps floating around, of course. Fortunately, they're very time-consuming to make, so the numbers are small.
But that makes no sense. They're making new caps using the same machineries as the ones you have. Fuck it. You know what? If you want to pay me for something like this, then go ahead. Keep throwing money at me. You'll be hearing from me soon.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, and just a friendly piece of advice, if you're that concerned about that place, keep a few guards there. I'm pretty sure the NCR could use some outside help in that area anyway. If anything, the guards around here are probably better equipped than the soldiers. Hell, from what I've seen, a child with a toy laser pistol is probably better equipped than a typical grunt. At the very least, I'm sure the guards here are better paid. You shouldn't die for money, but at least you can have a better funeral. Alright, Miss Cassidy, I'm back.
Well now, look what rolled in.
Yeah, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we are very close to that third caravan site. The bad news is I've got a new job, so we're heading there first.
Go to hell.
That's the spirit. I think you'll do fine following me around. And after that, I've got this guy I want to kill, but if you behave yourself, I might take some time out for you. Yes, I know what I said earlier about getting things over with quickly, but I need to assert myself. You do not drive me around whenever you feel like it. I need to get shit done in return.
So you're looking for someone to help, not just tag along. Huh.
Yeah, no shit. If you're looking for a charity, get high off of drugs and go beg the followers. So, did they make this giant bottle as an offering to their deity or something? Because if so, I don't think he, she, or it would be impressed by an empty bottle. Then again, maybe they drank it already and didn't like the taste, and as punishment, they just let World War III happen and laughed. That explanation is about as watertight as most religions are these days. So, are we gonna have to deal with giant rats in here as well? Wait a minute. Didn't some guy in Novak tell us about this thing? What's his name? Festus? Holy shit, this thing's alive!
Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted.
Do we have to?
Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
Oh, whoa, okay. Let's take a step back for a minute here. This is Festus? The guy who supposedly lived since the war? The legendary prophet to some kind of lost treasure? My faith in humanity is literally crying right now. I wouldn't even say he's a robot. At least you guys can respond to more than just a couple of phrases. Watch this. Pleased to meet you. Nope, nothing. Pleased to meet ya.
New in town, partner? Well, let old Festus give you the lay of the land. If you're here to redeem your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars, dump them into the slot in the barrel below and I'll count them up. If you don't know what Sunset Sarsaparilla stars are and think old Festus is just shooting his mouth off, say star info. If you're here to challenge old Festus to a game of lucky horseshoes, say I feel lucky. Lastly, if you're here about the health advisory on Channel 6 recently, say silly old advisory.
Believe it or not, I'm more concerned by the possibility that this drink might be laced with cocaine than whatever fabulous prices this thing is offering. Silly old advisory?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
Well, apparently that wasn't cowboy enough. Silly old advisory.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
Oh, you fuck. Well, believe it or not, I don't speak cowboy as my native language, okay? Hey, Cass, you want to give this a go?
Kindly go fuck yourself.
Well, surprise, surprise, that didn't work either. 10 points for thinking outside the box, though. Okay, I'm gonna give this one more try. Silly old advisory, you metal prick.
While Sunset
Fucking finally
is perfectly safe, a recent independent study, whose validity is currently being challenged, revealed the following.
Yeah?
Excessive ingestion of sarsaparilla can lead to deleterious effects, including, but not limited to, kidney damage.
Oh god.
Nausea. Digital numbness.
Right?
Anxiety. Loss of visual acuity. Dizziness. Occasional nosebleeds. Joint inflammation. Tooth decay.
That's the least of my worries.
Sore throat. Bronchitis. Organ rupture.
You what?
And halitosis. Note that you'd have to drink a heap of Sunset Sarsaparilla to match the quantities used in the study. How much, you ask?
A whole bottle?
A lot. A whole hell of a lot. In fact, you'd have to get full as a tick on Sunset Sarsaparilla to even come close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, partner. And keep drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
So basically the secret ingredient is whiskey. I hope you're taking notes there, Cass. What the hell is making that noise? Christ, I think there really are giant rats in here. Well, they can wait. Hey, Festus, what about the treasure, you dumb shit?
Howdy, partner.
Oh, you're starting this again? Okay, star info. Star info. Just tell me about the blue star caps. Oh, can we not go through the whole thing? Star info.
Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
Well, believe it or not, I really do have more important things to do right now. Please tell me you won't end up like this if I forget to clean your disk drives, Eddie. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this whole treasure thing was bullshit to begin with. Star info.
Oh, new to the hunt, are you? Well, listen carefully, as old Festus don't like to repeat himself. Select Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles will have special caps with blue stars on. These caps are known as Sunset Sarsaparilla stars.
You don't say.
Why are these stars there, and what do they mean? Nobody knows, except maybe old Festus. Rustle up enough of them and you can win a prize. So get out there and start drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Oh, fantastic. In other words, you didn't tell me shit. Oh, people actually killed for this? Good thing the legal team is long dead. God damn it.
And then the fight started.
Oh, come on. Are you really getting tense over a bunch of rodents? Oh, not you too. Okay, fine. Let's clear this place out before you blow a circuit. I've been meaning to try this thing out anyway. Ooh, Caps.
Please step
oh,
into the
hello.
open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have
Time
nothing
for
to
some
fear.
get even.
Okay, I take it back.
Continued resistance is unlawful.
Yeah, we're dealing with cyber rats. They're like normal rats, but 50% cooler. So you come here what? They're still rats at the end of the
Please
day.
take cover until
Okay,
the
not
danger
quite
has
what I was thinking of. Well,
Time for some get even.
didn't offer much resistance either way. I don't know how much these things cost back in the day, but if it's more than 3 digits, then somebody was getting ripped off. And for the sake of Vegas, I hope those Securitrons guarding the gates are slightly tougher than these guys.
Warning. Dangerous fugitives.
I
on
think
the
they're
loose.
talking about
Do
me.
not apprehend. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Okay, I guess accuracy isn't this thing's strong point, but then again, we are talking about a machine pistol. You know what? Here's something that definitely deserves taking cover for. Warn the bystanders about that. Now, how are they supposed to follow your instructions if you can't even lead by example? I'd love to see one of those things doing a belly flop. They'll probably fall right through the ceiling.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Ah, clear my ass. Unless you want a sudden end to your otherwise immortal existence, you'd stay right where you are, pal. You see, this one's got the right idea. Just stay deactivated and slowly leech away the power. If that kind of lifestyle is good enough for trees, then it should be good enough for you guys. Now, is there a way for me to download a schematic of this place? Nope, that would be way too convenient. What the hell does this do? Did I just activate the janitor? I swear, if that thing starts attacking me with a dustpan... hello?
I see my services are required once more.
Yeah,
It's about time.
if you wouldn't mind leading us to the bottle cap presses, we need to inspect some of the equipment around here.
Time for some.
We won't take long.
Oh my, this place is filthy.
Well, if it's all the same to you, we're about to make an even bigger mess, so don't bother starting any cleaning right now. And
Multiple
right on
hostile
cue.
targets
It's
detected.
amazing how much time you can leave things alone even for a short while.
Yeah, well, you don't want to know what's happening upstairs right now. You'll get more than just an error screen, that's for sure. Oh look, you have yourself a helper, who's content to just watch you do all the work. You know, I think you should probably have a word with HR about this. Maybe bring it up in the next team meeting? Let's face it, I don't think a dynamic company can afford to keep lazy workers around, especially after a nuclear apocalypse. Yeah, Cass is not impressed by this. She knows what I'm talking about. Never mind the fact that she just slaughtered some of your co-workers.
Really? Someone should have called me earlier.
What, so you can steal all the stuff in their lockers? How much scrap metal do you need? Yeah, well, you have an addiction problem. I don't think you can represent all of robot kind. Well, thanks for leading us to the wrong end of the factory, Mr. Janitor, but we're looking for the presses. Not newspaper presses, bottle cap presses. I'm pretty sure they're further up the assembly line. Now, what am I even doing? This thing isn't even aware we're here, is it? Forget what I said about Festus. Some of the robots here really are that dumb. I swear to God, if this thing leads us to the fucking latrines, I'm just gonna fry its circuits with toilet water. Good luck cleaning that out. Let's just hope it's being systematic. It'll lead us there eventually. Whoa.
This room is even worse than the last one.
Okay, yeah, I actually agree with you there. Yeah, have fun cleaning. We're just gonna make your life a little more difficult.
Stop making a mess!
Look at you spilling your circuits all over the place. So inconsiderate. That wasn't a cue for you to start making your own mess, Cass. What are you shooting at anyway? Oh, good lord, are you trying to turn that janitor hostile? I can't say I would blame it if it did. There, you happy now? Eddie obviously isn't, but I think he's already traumatized. That's what happens when you travel with me. So, is this a bottle cap press? It's not even part of the assembly line. Did the factory workers make those caps by hand? Seriously, they could afford robotic security, but not an automated press. So, considering my history with grenades, I don't think explosives would be a good idea here, as much as I'd love to try. Oh, Veronica would be so pissed if she sees me doing this. Well, that looks pretty broken to me. Yep. Job well done, everyone.
What have you savages been doing here?
Very important maintenance work, that's what. Just do your job and let us do ours, okay? Seriously though, if either of you two tell Veronica what you just saw, I'll just let her know how many robots you destroyed today. I'll happily drag both of you down to hell with me.
Fuck that.
Well, what can I say? The road to hell is a lonely journey, and the legionaries I've killed don't make for good company.
You can walk the road to hell on your own.
In that case, I'm glad to see we're in agreement. Don't say a word to Veronica and everything will be just fine. Is that janitor already done with this whole area? Not trying to be a critic, but this place doesn't look that much cleaner to me.
Ah, a job well done is its own reward. Good riddance to this rubbish.
What rubbish? You didn't even try to clear away the dead robots. You don't have to bury them, but at least put them somewhere out of sight. You might get a surprise inspection. Holy shit. Well, you know, those pesky humans sure know how to make a mess, right? I'm just gonna take these bottle caps, you know, to hand them over to recycling, obviously. You did a great job, by the way. They should give you a raise. In fact, help yourself to everything in the manager's safe. I'm pretty sure they won't come back from the dead just to check up on paperwork. The taxman, perhaps. Those fuckers are persistent. But I think everything will be just fine. Festus, on the other hand, can go fuck himself. Don't believe a word that guy says.
Done fucking around?
Excuse me? I'm earning honest caps here. Talking to animatronic puppets and shooting robots are all part of the job. We can head over to that caravan now if it's bothering you so much.
Good.
Besides, I'm doing this for your sake. How the fuck are you gonna get onto the strip without enough money? You didn't think about that, did you? And that thing wanted me to try it out, right there on the factory floor. I tell you, the things I do to get all of you to the strip, people would think you're my extended family or something.
Alright. Maybe I was a little harsh. I can be that way.
As long as we know where the boundaries are, then I'm good. I won't bring up any disintegrated Brahmins as long as you never open another bottle of whiskey within 6 feet of me. That's fair enough considering the shit we've been through.
What, I got whiskey on my breath?
Wait, that's the smell of whiskey? I just thought that's what your breath smelled like normally. Not quite as bad as a rotting corpse, but it's up there. Man, you need to try and keep up. I don't like to wait around. Christ. It's at times like this I'm glad I became a courier and not a caravan guard. There's a limit to how much valuable stuff I can carry on my own and on foot, for goodness sake. The irony, of course, is that most of these guys were probably carrying nothing but cigarettes and stale booze. It's probably not even worth the energy cells the attackers used. So, if you believe in ironic justice, then at least there's that. It's not much comfort for those little piles of dust that used to be people, or to the coyotes that were probably hoping for an easy meal. I just hope they took a few of those bastards with them before they got absolutely shat on.
Another caravan burned. Except someone made camp here. And I never heard about this attack. Let's look around. Something stinks.
You sure that's not just the rotting corpses? Bacteria doesn't exactly need much help decomposing dead things in the first place, but let me tell you, a couple of hours under the desert sun and they get crazy. Either that or it's the dust piles. They smell like paint thinner to me for some reason. Don't think too hard about that one. Yeah, this couldn't have happened too long ago. The bodies haven't even been looted yet.
That does it. That's all I need to know. Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. They were behind burning these caravans, and they've got to answer for them. I'm gonna get some extra ammo, a few bottles of whiskey, and then show them how Cassidy's settle accounts.
Ah, this might be a bad time to mention that the Van Graffs wanted to have a word with you in the first place. No idea why the Crimson Caravan would get involved in this and then try to buy you out. Speaking of which, I'm gonna guess the Cassidy method isn't going to involve much talking. I'm fine with that for the Van Graffs, but for the Crimson Caravan, I'd prefer to let the NCR deal with them.
NCR? Are you out of your fucking mind? That'd take years. And with the war with the Legion, no way they're gonna waste time running up the Crimson Caravan or the Van Graffs.
Yeah, that doesn't sound as convincing when I say it out loud, huh? Hear me out though. I get the feeling decimating their entire Vegas branch isn't gonna help the NCR military at all. Trust me, I've seen their barracks at McCarran. Besides, I've worked hard to get into their good books, okay? If we're gonna take them down, I need evidence to back it up in court.
Alright. If you poke around the Van Graffs and Alice, fine. But if I see either one go into their camp, I'm gonna start shooting, no matter what you find.
Hey, I'm not doing this because I don't want any blood on my hands. If you know anything about me, you'd know I don't give two shits about that. I just want to know what the fuck is happening. But first, that set of combat armor is mocking me for not taking it. So if you'll excuse me...
Alright then.
Thank you! Finally, someone who understands my point of view. In your face, Eddie. Yeah, I think we're gonna get along fabulously. And don't worry, there are two of these guys, so there's plenty to go around between us. I just hope you don't mind smelling like a dead guy for the next 48 hours.